Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I'm checking out the news, and I found out the NBA is adding 2 more teams. They're adding a team in Vegas, and they're putting a team back in Seattle. Now, I personally feel like the NBA has too many teams as it is, and talent is kind of diluted. But how do you feel about this, Buck? Is adding 2 more teams good or bad for the NBA?
The NBA needs to do something. Because it seems like in recent years, the NBA has really kind of gone downhill. To me, the talent is not as good. I've always said that these young guys coming out, some of them coming out of high school and stuff like that, it's not a good deal. You need to hone your skills in college and work your way up. But I get it. I understand that, money is important. You got an opportunity to, get your family and, get generational wealth. If you do it right, I get it. I understand it. But, maybe the NBA is kind of falling down a little bit. So maybe, interjecting 2 new teams in some areas that, that are, Vegas is a great market. The Raiders just moved there. And you know what you got when you're in Seattle. Seattle's another one of those great market areas where, it's a good market for people. So maybe this is a shot in the arm that the NBA needs to kind of get some of this new generation to start watching, and it'll get some of the older people that have watched, basketball, and especially the Seattle Supersonics. I don't think they're going to call them the Supersonics. I don't know what they're going to call them yet, but it'd be nice if they could go back with that name since, it was a team back in the day that, everybody was familiar with. So we'll see.
Okay. And Ray, how do you feel about that's going to put them at what, 32 teams?
Yeah, 30. Yeah, but the thing is I think it's time because the last teams that were let in was Vancouver and I think Toronto. So
they came. I thought they came before Memphis and New Orleans.
oh yeah, okay. Memphis and New Orleans were the last teams in.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to include Charlotte, I mean they're just getting the team back to where it was originally. But I think that the competition is suffering in the NBA. And I don't think that 2 new teams are going to make the competition any better. But it's time they need to because I don't know, 15, 20 years or so, they got to come out with new teams because it's more players that are coming out that are good. But I think these guys and everybody try to make light of the situation where guys hang around each other too much, want to play with each other too much. The competition is not there. And the thing is when Jordan played and those guys, everybody want to compete against everybody else. Now you got guys literally trying to help LeBron be successful. Oh, you come play for me and these guys trying to join up. How many guys try to sign up for the Lakers in the last 2 or 3 years, taking less money? I mean, $6, $7 million basketball players trying to take less money so they can come to the Lakers. Go to the Lakers, go to the Lakers. When it used to be a time where even when you had the star players, they just competed against the stars. But now we don't have that. But I mean, I think a basketball team in Vegas wouldn't be a bad thing, and getting Seattle back wouldn't be a bad thing either.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the 2 new choices. I just think maybe they should get rid of 2 teams. I don't know, rather than add too many.
Yeah,
I don't.
but that would be hard to do though.
Yeah, the only team that comes to mind. I mean, the only 2 teams that come to mind that I feel like Could pop Sacramento comes to mind. That's the first one, and then maybe Orlando. And I know that would be difficult, but I mean, adding two new teams means that the talent's going to be further diluted, and then I can see a bunch of people wanting to go play in Vegas. I mean, I don't shoot. I would if I were a player, I guess, young and have a chance to live in Vegas.
Ooh,
So,
gotta be disciplined though.
so we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know. I think it's going to make the competition. Um, it's going to dilute the talent even more because right now every team barely has 2 stars. So you spread it a little thinner with 24 more roster spots, then it's going to just make it worse, and the rich get richer and the poor continue to get poor.